Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic Depths video. This is part 2 of the Rule Cyclopedia solo dungeon crawl. And so, let's get into it. Where we left off last time was that the party had encountered a group of sturges and killed a couple of them. I made a mistake there because I had Klon somehow... his weapon was not marked as slow, and on individual initiative, a weapon that is slow, like a big two-handed sword, they should automatically lose individual initiative, and he didn't. And so that might have changed things a little bit, I don't know, because he got out there in front, rolled high, and then took out a Sturge. So we don't know, but anyways, they defeated the Sturge. Their morale broke. They ran off, flew off down the west here to the exit and got out of the dungeon. Then the party came back, opened this door, busted it down, which triggered a trap where they were standing. Everyone was able to get out of the way except Riven the thief, who fell down 20 feet down into this pit into water. And he's now in there floating in the water, and there's all kinds of dead animals and whatever in there with him. It's probably not safe. Might have to roll for disease or something. I don't know if it can't get him out quick. But luckily, Eldrin does have a 50-foot rope on him. And so we'll just say that Eldrin and Jarvis lower the rope down. And Jarvis is pretty strong. I know he's just a lowly magic user, but he has a strength 14, so he is strong. Probably more than Eldrin. Oh, they're the same. So combined, that's a lot of strength. I don't think I have to roll for it. Riven is a small guy, and he is wearing leather armor. He's only 5'9", 150 pounds. I think they're going to be able to get him out of there really quickly. So we'll just say Riven gets out. And we will forward time 1 turn. That puts us on an even turn. That means we got to roll for a wandering monster. And so, but let's see what else happens this turn. Klon is stuck on this side. I was thinking about this. He could jump, but he's in plate armor, 10 feet of water, or 10 feet across. That's a long jump for a human, especially loaded down. And then I thought, you know what? It's not 10 feet, okay? It is 2 feet. and so I think we're okay. But as soon as he jumps in here, there is a monster in this room. We rolled that last time, but we didn't see what it was. Before we started here, I did check and see what was in the room, and it is a giant racer snake. And I rolled to see how the racer snake reacted to the party when they busted the door down, and it was neutral, so it wasn't aggressive. And of course, it's not going to be friendly, but I just wanted to know, is this thing going to rush at them? Is it starving, or what's going on? And it's just chilling out somewhere in that room. They don't know where. So I'm going to have Klon come in here. I'm going to give it like a 1 in 10 chance that the snake goes over there. It's going to be pretty low since the snake is kind of not interested. So we'll have Klon. We'll move Klon into this section. And then we will roll the D6 and see. Or, I'm sorry, a D10. And I said 1 in 10, so a 1. And it's not interested. And so while these guys are pulling out Riven, Klon is getting over here. And as you can see, they are not super interested in continuing on this way for now. And so they're going to head on back. And we need to roll for a random encounter now, because it's the next turn. And nothing. So the party backtracks. They have no treasure. They can't go out empty-handed. They're gonna try a different direction. So that was turn 7. And next is turn 8. And they're going to check this out. We roll again for Wandering Monster. Nothing. Reach the door, and they don't know what's on the other side. So, would they listen or not? I don't know. I think they're just going to open the door and take whatever comes. So first we have to check and see, is the door locked or stuck? Lock or stuck. And the door is locked. Okay, so well, they can have the thief try and open it. So we spend, and we roll for an encounter. Nothing. The thief spends a turn trying to pick the lock. And we'll say it is just a medium lock, so no modifiers either way. And with an 86, not gonna make it. So that door is stuck shut right there. It's locked shut. And what does that mean for them? Can they get in there with my solo rules? Well, they could bust the door down. And I think that is what they're gonna do. So Riven's gonna get out of the way. We'll have a Kalon and Eldrin. Just like last time, they're going to spend a turn trying to bust it down. Now that's going to make a bunch of noise, so we're going to roll a random encounter. Sorry, a Wandering Monster roll to see if there is one. And we're going to give it a -1, so it's more likely to happen with all that noise. So they get a +1 because of Eldrin's strength bonus. Open door is a rollover. So we'll plus the 1. And, we need to make the turn. And so we're going to roll. Because it was a Wandering Monster check anyways, we're going to roll, but it's going to be with a +1. Or a -1, sorry. Nope. They bust the door down, no monsters, and they see ahead of them a very narrow hallway. And I don't think this is a room, so we don't have to check for room type. I could do flavor on the corridor, so let's see. Okay, so I'm rolling on a Cernathalis table here for this dungeon dressing, and it says time and decay have taken their toll on this corridor. With crumbling walls and ceilings, it feels unstable and prone to collapse. This narrow little area here is not a very stable. It's just that's where the light ends, so let's bring the guys in, and we will have Eldrin pulling up the rear. And how far can we go? Go to there. All right. 2 more spaces. So single file. They head down this hallway. Okay. Turn 12. We reach a T intersection. And let's let Eldrin walk out here. And okay. So we've got a T intersection. I think the guys are going to probably go for this door. Gonna have Riven listen at the door. But first we need to roll for a wandering monster. Nothing. So we take a turn. A couple guys can listen at once, so we'll have a couple of them listen. We'll let Riven use his hear noise. He succeeds. We can just stop right there. And we know that Riven has heard something, whether, whether there's anything in there or not, we don't know yet. But if there is, it's going to help with their surprise roll. Okay, so Riven will... Should he check the door for traps this time? I think he will. So he's going to check it for traps. And of course, this would be a blind roll when there's a dungeon master. So he thinks there's definitely no traps on this door. So he's going to open it. We're going to say, is the door stuck or locked? Can he even open it? He can. It's stuck. He's going to get out of the way here. We're going to spend a turn smashing it down, just like before. And that means we got to roll for the wandering monster. And there will be no wandering monster this turn. And they roll for open door. +1. And they succeed. They smash the door down. Oh, let's see if it was trapped. It's not trapped. Let's see what the room is. The room is empty except for cobwebs and random debris. We need to see, did a wandering monster come? I'm smashing the door down. And it did. So we're going to have an encounter, and let's see how far the encounter distance is. 90 feet. Well, we'll say it's somewhere over here. We will go to the next turn. I will determine what kind of encounter it is. Zombies. 1d3 zombies. 2 zombies are in this room about 90 feet away, so I'm going to set that up. Okay, I got my zombies on the map. Let's roll their hit dice and see how many hit points they have. Don't have treasure, and they can't be surprised. They can't be put to sleep. Because they automatically lose initiative. That's right. But they can be surprised. They always lose initiative. Got to remember that about zombies in Beck Me D&D. We will roll their hit dice. Why can't I see the hit up? Here we go. We got one that's only 4 hit points, and one that has 13 hit points. And there we go. We'll roll the surprise. Party does not know they're there. Do the zombies know the party is there? They do. So they heard the door smash down, and they're heading this way. So we'll enter combat. We will begin combat. And the zombies are going to get a free move. Zombie movement range is 30. Unless they run, at which point they can move 90. Will they run? Their intelligence is 1. So I'll give them a 50-50 chance, because I don't know how zombies think. On a 1, they run. They're just moseying along. All right. And then the party, totally unaware of what's going on. I guess they might hear some sounds now. They'd be a little suspicious. And now we roll initiative. Zombies always lose initiatives. Should the zombie's weapon be considered a slow weapon? I mean, that's I'm getting into the weeds here. I'm going to say they are. They consider those a slow weapon. What do you think? Leave a comment in the in the comments section. There. And they have to have an initiative roll for it to take that into account. Okay, so that's what we got. And so Eldrin is first, and Eldrin, hearing that sound, is heading down here. And next is Riven. Riven's gonna play it cautious. And which way are the zombies gonna go? We don't know. Riven can move 30, okay. And next we have Jarvis. And finally we have the mighty Klon. Why is it paused? Okay, and now the zombies. So we're gonna have some action here. We got a zombie attack. The zombie swings its claw. And the zombie gets 1 attack per round, so he swings his claw at Eldrin. Oh, a 16. That's definitely gonna... Oh, that doesn't hit, just barely misses. That claw just barely misses. And here comes another zombie. And he'll come at Klon. Oh, and that's a miss. And that is the end of this round. Well, let's start the next round and see what happens. I think Eldrin's gonna try and turn undead. We will just put move only because he's not attacking. Zombies are attacking. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. So we'll roll for initiative. Eldrin is going to try to turn undead. Eldrin is a first level cleric and he has... Oh, he's off by 1. Okay, well, no luck this turn. Riven. What's Riven gonna do? Well, he said he's gonna attack, so here we go. Getting in the mix now. And that is a terrible roll. Jarvis doesn't have a line of attack, so Jarvis is just gonna hang back. Why risk it? Alright, now this zombie's going to... He goes for Klon again. With a natural 20, that is definitely a hit. 8 points of damage. Klon might be dead. Klon is dead. Well, Klon is down. And we will see if he's dead. He's got to make a saving throw. I mean, this could be it for them. Oh, his character sheet's already open. Okay, so this would be a save versus death. He made it, so he's just barely hanging on to life right now. And this one's going to attack Eldrin. Not happy that he was turned. Oh, and another hit. 3 damage. Eldrin also down. And Eldrin, we have to see if he is dead. And Eldrin makes a save, so he's upright. I mean, he's just barely hanging on to life, like before. Oh, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. The question here is, does Jarvis, who is the protagonist of this story, does he save his neck and leave? Or does he try and save? Which... can he save them? He's not a healer. Oh, he has holy water. He should have used that. Well, they're neutral. There's nothing he can do to save them. They're dead either way, so I think they're gonna run. Alright, Riven gets to go first, and he's gonna run. And he can run at a rate of 90. So he's booking it out of here. And since Jarvis is too, and do these zombies pursue? This is the question. And we'll say, we'll give them a 50-50 chance, because they may just want to stay there and eat Klon and Eldrin and say, hey, we already got our breakfast, lunch, and dinner here, so let's just do that instead. And, well, I think it's even less chance then that they would pursue. Maybe a 2 in 10. So on a 1 or a 2, this one is pursuing. They're both pursuing. Nope, they think about it and they go, nah. So that means these guys are going to escape. And that is the end of this adventure. Now, we'll probably come back. I don't know. Maybe this is just boring as hell. But we'll come back another time and see what's up with Jarvis. So Jarvis and Riven survived to tell the tale. Maybe they will come back. And maybe Eldrin and Klon are zombies now, roaming the halls of this place. You never know. Okay, everyone. Well, that was fun. I'll see y'all next time.